Hi everybody, my name's Michelle, I'm Mama Loves You GB. This is the 7th of December. Welcome along to FlossMas. I hope you're enjoying the December festivities. I have been at school, so I'm filming this on the 6th, ready to go out on the 7th. I was at school until quite late tonight, sort of helping along with the production of A Christmas Carol. I can take no credit for really anything more than doing a little bit of shushing backstage, but the kids were fabulous. I'm waiting to go and see this show on Friday myself, but from what I could see, the costumes and everything, I'm really excited about going to see it. And I love this time of year because of that. You get to see them doing something that they really love, and it's great. It's really great. So I haven't got a huge amount of stitching to show you, and I haven't managed to dig out any past finishes for today, but what I have got is a little chart parade of just some Christmas charts, ones that you don't always see, so some slightly different ones. I have worked on my Advent stitch along, and we are getting closer to being somewhat caught up. However, how have I managed to do that? There we go. There was still too much counting involved, so I have put in the two latest shapes here, which you potentially can't see very well, and I still haven't filled in all the blue or the bit in the middle. It's just, like I say, my counting at the moment, I'm not trusting it, so I'll get there eventually. But it reminds me at the moment of a walled garden. That's what I feel like I'm stitching at the moment, a walled garden. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else is going to come with that. And I did have a little bit of a gap in between school, and I wanted to stitch on my A. Robinson chart, which I took with me, and I got a little bit more done across the middle here. Now, why did I only get a little bit more done across the middle there? Because one thing you need, there's two things you need in order to be able to cross stitch. One, you need some scissors, and if you saw my Instagram post, you'll see that I had to use a pair of the school safety scissors today. And the second thing you need is the chart, which is still here. So what I resorted to doing was actually looking online on Instagram to see if I could find anybody who'd stitched the chart, and just so I could get some clues about where I should put the stitches. I knew I'd be able to fill in some of the border work, so I just sat and did that for a little while before helping them get ready a little bit in a tiny way for the production. So I'm going to take that with me tomorrow. In fact, I'm going to put that away now, and then I've got a little something to work on between the end of school and the production if I need to. So let's have a look and see what is in day 7 of the Advent calendar. Ready for the wrestling? Ooh. Oh, this is a bonus chart. Oh, no, looking at the wrong side. It's not, it's the next part of the stitch along, but there's also a bonus chart for Hanukkah. So it says, today is the first day of the 8-day Jewish festival of light called Hanukkah. To celebrate the occasion, here's a little bonus chart. And a Hanukkah menorah, under which is the word Hanukkah in Hebrew letters. 2 dreidels have also been included. To all who celebrate, I'm going to put the... I've never heard that pronounced before, so I'm not even going to try and butcher it. So, a little bit more. There's not a lot on this one, actually. That should be eminently doable. Let's have a look and see what we've got to do it with. Oh, we've got blue. A lovely bluey grey. And this is called Mountain Range. I'm so excited about stitching with these flosses after the Advent. I've already picked out like 2 or 3 monochrome charts that I want to do, but I'm loath to start them because I'm not quite sure whether we need to go back to any of these flosses, or whether everything is like a new floss a day, because that dark green that I've already used and the dark blue I've already used, I've already, like I say, earmarked for another project that I want to do. So I'm going to put that in there. So I'm going to just take this whole bag with me tomorrow. Right, I'm going to do the freebie. This is a lovely little Christmas freebie by the Little Stitcher. It's called Merry Christmas Dear, and this would be a lovely little one to stitch up. Super quick, really nice little gift. If you just wanted something a little bit extra, you could definitely stitch that up in an evening or two. And it's charted in red and white. Let's have a look. Both DMC, but you could do that. You could definitely do that in blue or any other colour that you liked. Lovely. Now, what you haven't seen is me trying to find this flipping door. Number 7 I found really hard. I was like holding it like this, trying to see the reflection on the doors so that I could check each door, and it's actually up here in this conglomeration. So we have got sort of like some puppets, Punch and Judy it almost looks like, and teddy bears and toys and things like that, and it's up in there. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Oh, nuts. Fabulous. Looks like we've got some hazelnuts and a walnut. Unexpected nuts there. Fabulous. There we go. Lovely job. Right, let's do the chart parade and then I'll finish up with my Marks and Spencer's admin. So as I said, I've got a few things out that I don't necessarily see a huge amount, although a couple that I'm going to start with are a little bit more common than others. Things that I really want to get around to stitching. So this one, Heart in Hand, Tiny Town. I really want to stitch that. And this is going to be part of my 2024. I really want to shop my stash and stitch my stash because I've got so much and I've loved each and every one, which is why I've bought it. But I need to go back through. My 2024 is I need a filing cabinet. I need to go back through, get things out of the boxes, file things away properly so that I know what I've got and that I'm stitching what I've got. Now that's not to say that I'm not going to buy other things as well. I couldn't envisage myself doing a no new charts ban, but I really want to start going back to my stash because I've got so many fabulous things. So there's that one. Is that included as well, or is that a different one? No, it's a different one. So a drum. I love a drum. I bought this one. Oh, it could be last year, could be the year before. I really liked it. It's called Jingle All the Way by Little House Needleworks. Love that. Now I nearly bought this twice. I nearly bought this on a stash unload the other day and I thought, I think I've got that. So this is La Di Da and Rudolph, which I definitely think I'm going to do in red. I really want to do that one in red. Or at least the Rudolph in red. I love these little wee Santas. I haven't collected them all, but I've got a few and I love them. So definitely something to do for next year. This is cute too. The Artful Offerings, How the Finch Stole Christmas. Again, I don't see him about very often, but he's really lovely. He's charted in a mixture of Gentle Arts and DMC, but I really like him, he's fancy. I do have a few berries in my collection. This is Yuletide, I think. No, it's called Hollyberry. Sorry, it says Yuletide on it, by Erica Michaels. Sorry, try and get the glare at least off the image. I like a berry because they don't take very long, but I should stitch them more. This one is Jenny Bean's Christmas Sampler by Shakespeare's Peddler. And it says on it, "And had I but 1 penny, thou shouldst have it to buy gingerbread." I love that one, but it's always bigger than I think it is. 149 by 116. Now this I love. I hunted this one down last year. I ended up buying it from Arts and Designs. It's by Diane Arthurs and it's just called Christmas. But I bought it to make it into a drum. It's a combination of cross stitch and quite a lot of back stitch, almost like a black work. And I really liked it, but I haven't got around to stitching it yet. But yeah, I'd make that into a drum as well. No chart parade for Christmas would be complete without some Prairie Schooler. I like these ones, just little ones. This one's called A Christmas Visit. Could definitely work my way through some of those. These two are by Victoria Sampler and they're called Button Up Birdies. This is November Chickadee and December Cardinal. Now, I'm guessing this was a whole series, but I've only got this one and this one, Christmas Robin and Mama Cardinal. So looking at the back, it looks like there were up to number 6. So in case you're looking for November Chickadee, December Cardinal, January Tree Sparrow, February Whiskey Jack, March House Finch and April Robin, May Bluebird and June Goldfinch, July Wren and August Hummingbird, September Golden Crowned Kinglet, could be, October the Nuthatch. I love a nuthatch, love a nuthatch. So they're on the back there if you're interested. Renato Parolin. Now, what was this one's called? I'm not entirely sure what this one's called. It could be Bellissimo Natale, but I'm not 100% sure. One day I would love to stitch the big Renato Parolin Christmas tree because I think that is just amazing. Now, Mosey and Me is not a brand that you see very often. This one's called Frank's Santa. I love him. I think he's fab. I'm not sure I do him on the green, but I do like him. And then lastly, something that I want to stitch, but not necessarily, I'm going to take this one out of the packet, how it's meant to be. This is actually a chart for an Afghan. So it could or should be really, really big. But I love this. I really like that. And it almost to me looks like you're looking through a window. So you could almost stitch it, I think, like that without actually getting an Afghan. Or you could quilt it. You could certainly quilt it and make it look like that. I'm sure it probably tells me what Afghan I would need. An 18 count Fireside Antique White or Ivory by Witch Out Imports. Now perhaps you can tell me, because I don't really like stitching on Ada, do they do even weave Afghans or is it just Ada? Is it just Ada in that section? Because I love that, but I know they take up so much floss. So much floss. I bought it because I loved it, not because I knew what I wanted to do with it. Isn't that the way? Buy it because you love it. Think about what you're going to do with it afterwards. Right, this is day 7. No indications on the box. Let's hope for 48 hours sleep in a bottle. Let's have a look. Nail varnish. I'm not a big nail varnish person, I have to say. I can never be bothered. I get it sort of dry, go and do something, look down, it's totally trashed. Although I've got the Works Christmas party at the weekend, so we'll see, but I'm not holding out much hope. Right, that's it from me. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay classy, stitchers.